All right, here we are, back home. Because last week I did the live stream from the cottage, so I didn't have my cool setup with the cool microphone and stuff. But we are back home, you know, today. So 5 viewers right now. How's it going, guys? This is Antoine Anonymous, and what this is, for those who don't know, it's a live stream solely purposed for people struggling with addiction or their recovery, or they just want to hear recovery and talk about recovery and share what they're going through, share what they're feeling. This is the stream to do so. I don't know if there's any other stream on the internets that is solely for that purpose, but we have one here right now. So hi, Victor Andrade. Nice to see you there. So yeah, I didn't think of that. I might be the only live stream in the world where a recovering addict shares. Probably not. You know, that's like me thinking I'm like unique again. Probably not true. But I haven't seen any live stream from any streamers, any recovering addicts, any famous people in recovery, doing streams and stuff to support other people going through the same thing, because we have strength in numbers, my friends. Alone I couldn't. Together we can. This is how it works. So this is why I'm doing this. And it's also to give back. And giving back also helps me. So I'm helping you, helping me. We'll help each other, making the world a better place. In this crazy world right now, we do need good vibes. We do need to help each other when we can. And this is an easy way to do so. I just press a button, and then my face shows up on your screen, and then you can hear recovery, hear the message. So that's what's happening right now. So whoever's on right now, hope you guys are doing good. If any of you guys have any questions at any time, don't hesitate to make yourself known in the chat right there. I engage and communicate with all of you, especially if it's related to recovery and drug addiction and things like that. All right, well, in any good 12-step meeting, not saying this is one of them, but we have this Serenity prayer, and I like that prayer, so I'm going to put it up on the screen, and I'm going to say it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. All right. The moment of silence is pretty easy to have when you're the only one talking. So, all right. Here we are. And the format, like I said earlier, is anybody have questions at any time, they can just pop in and say something. And other than that, I have the Just for Today reading, which is like a daily meditation that I go through. And I'm going to read that in a second, because it might be a slow night tonight, but it's all right. If you're here right now, maybe because you need it. So here is the reading. I did not read it yet. So here it is right now. August 30th, 2025. It's called Doing Good, Feeling Good, page 252 of the Just for Today booklet. And then here's the main quote from the basic text, page 43. We examine our actions, reactions, and motives. We often find that we've been doing better than we've been feeling. Whoa. There's a lot of things we can talk about here with just one sentence already. We examine our actions, our reactions, and our motives. And the thing is, what makes us a good person or a bad person is mostly the actions and then the motives, right? Because if you're doing good, but your motive is to manipulate somebody, are you really doing good? All right. because as addicts in active addiction, we might have done that a few times, right? I did it. So yeah, so we examine our actions, reactions, and motives. We often find that we've been doing better than we've been feeling. I like that part because it says pretty much like it doesn't matter how you feel, you might still be doing good even though you're feeling bad. And doing good could be, you know, doing the actions and stuff and doing good things, helping people, doing your best. But it's not because we're doing our best that we're going to feel our best. Actually, not right away. Not right away at all when you're new in recovery, especially, you know. Even though like I'm doing my best every day, and I've over 4 years clean, and I'm trying to do good. I might not be feeling good some days, which is normal. This is what life is, ups and downs. Emotions are supposed to be like, it's supposed to like vary, right? How am I supposed to like know I'm feeling good if I'm only feeling the same thing all the time? I need the contrast of feeling bad to appreciate that I'm feeling good. So this is what it made me think of when it said like often we find we've been doing better than we've been feeling. It's a cool little sentence. So we're going to extrapolate a little bit and read about it. Um, the way we treat others often reveals our own state of being. Boom, just right there. Another fucking thing to talk about. The way we treat others often reveals our own state of being. You know the saying that goes like hurt people. So sometimes when that's pretty good. I don't know if you guys go online and sometimes you do a comment or you do a post or something and then there's like a hater that comes in and just like just says something very negative and attacks you, tries to attack you personally. Well, you know what they say like, oh, it's never about you, it's about them. This is it. It's because they're feeling bad. It kind of reveals itself in the way they actually treat others. And a good way to treat others badly with no consequences is to do bad things anonymously, right? So this is where all the hate on the internet comes from. It's just hate with no consequence. Because honestly, if you go to the grocery store and you would find some guy and you would tell him like, hey, you're a F word and I hate your MAGA hat, he might slap you in the face or something, right? But if you say online, he can't reach you through the screen. So this is why like there's a lot of haters online. But the way that people treat others is a good reflection on how they feel. So I believe that's true. So we have to think about that. And it also maybe if you're compassionate enough, you can actually, when people are like acting badly towards you, you can actually start feeling bad for them genuinely. Most of the time I'm not there yet. If somebody acts bad towards me, I'm like, yeah, this guy's suffering, he's a piece of shit, but I'm not feeling, I'm feel bad, but I'm not really feeling bad. I'm like, just leave me the fuck alone. So I'm not Jesus yet. Let's keep reading. When we are at peace, we're most likely to treat others with respect and compassion. That's true. That's true. That's like pretty much the opposite of like the sentence that was before that. Because if you're feeling good and you're in a good mood, it's like if you're in a good mood, you know, and somebody like cuts you off, and you just won the same situation. Somebody cuts you off, and then you just won the lottery, and then your wife gave you a little on the side there, and you're really happy today. You won't really care that the guy cut you off. But if you just lost your job, and then you just got your served papers from your wife that you're getting divorced, and then this guy cuts you off, this might be his death sentence, right? Same situation, two different type of feelings inside. So, you know, we have to think about that when people act, you know, and when you interact with people, it's most likely always a reflection of how they are, how they feel inside. However, when we are feeling off center, we're likely to respond to others with intolerance and impatience. Yeah, I kind of just explained that, right, with the road rage example. When we take regular inventory, we'll probably notice a pattern. We treat others badly when we feel bad about ourselves. Hey, Terry, can you check if, can you do a test if the chat is working? I think it's just a slow night, but I want to make sure because that one time the chat didn't work for the people. We treat others badly when we feel bad about ourselves. Okay, so if you can actually catch that, like, oh, I just told this, I responded very abruptly to my mother or something, and then you realize, why did I do that? I must be feeling bad. It's a good tool you have if you can introspect like that, because you can change the course of your day, change the course. It is working. All right, well, shout out to my 3 viewers. Um, it's a good tool to have, like a good tool to know how you're feeling, and you can actually change the course of your day. If you start your day bad because something bad happened, and you see yourself acting differently and you treat others badly, but you know it's because you're feeling bad, you can actually recorrect your course and maybe change your day. Because even if you're feeling bad and you start doing good, you might start feeling good because you're doing good. So it could be the other way around too, right? All right, so when we add this positive truth to the negative facts, we find about ourselves in our inventory, we begin to behave differently. This is pretty much what I just said, right? You notice it, you catch it as it happens, and then you have the freedom of the choice to act differently for the rest of your day. So that's a nice little gift you can give yourself, right? Then you can start feeling better just because you notice you're feeling bad. Some people never notice. Honestly, they go on and they react to everything around them. They react to people. They react to like whoever, and then they're just like they don't even realize that the way they're acting is because they're feeling like shit, and they don't even realize they're feeling like shit because it's just like not even thinking. They're just like autopilot, and their autopilot is driving them into madness. So you gotta take back control of the steering wheel a little bit here and move on to the next paragraph. When we feel badly, we can pause to pray for guidance and strength. So if you guys are into praying, it's a good moment to do that, right? When you feel bad, you pause and you pray for guidance and strength. And if you're not a guy that prays, you just pause when you feel bad. You try to do a little intra scan. You scan yourself, scan your body, scan your mind, scan your soul, see how you feel, and then like you can ask yourself, what's wrong? Like, how am I feeling? Is it because of this, or that? And then you can actually see like, where should I be going from here? Like, if I want to feel better, like, what should I be doing? And then when you pray, you can ask for strength also. But the guidance, you might not have to pray to get the guidance, but people find it very useful. You can probably find the guidance because you know exactly, you know in your heart what's righteous, right? What's the good thing to do. But sometimes, we don't have the strength. So with the strength, when you can just say like, oh, I'm gonna have strength now. Sometimes you need strength from like outside of yourself. This is where the higher power comes in. Then we make a decision to treat those around us with kindness, gentleness, and the same concern we'd like to be shown. Let me read the last part here. We treat those around us with the same concern so like we treat other people the way we'd like to be treated, pretty much. I think Jesus said that or something. Did you treat your neighbor the way or something? If you guys are religious or something, you can maybe tell me what Jesus said about that. Treat your neighbors the way you want to be treated. Love your neighbors. Love yourself. Love the haters. What did Jesus say? I forgot. All right. Next sentence. A decision to be kind may nurture and sustain the happiness and peace of mind we all wish for. It's like I said earlier. If you're feeling bad and you catch yourself treating others badly, and you catch yourself like that, and then you change the course of your day, you might be able to nurture and sustain the happiness and peace of mind that you want. And then you're going to be feeling better. Just from doing a pause. When you treat somebody bad, you pause, notice it, you catch yourself, you analyze yourself, and then you can change the course of your day, and now you create this little happiness. You change your day for the better, and you might be changing your life for the better that day, because today is all we got anyway. Because once tomorrow comes, it's going to become today, tomorrow, right? So you can change your life just with this simple thing. And by changing your life for the better, and by treating others better, you're changing the other people's lives. You're making their lives better too. It's pretty cool. And the joy we inspire may lift the spirits of those around us, in turn, fostering our own spiritual well-being. So very cool. Pretty much what I just said. You will change other people's lives. You got to live the spirits and make everyone around you and the world around you better. And then from that action, you might elevate yourself to a better spiritual well-being. All right. Just for today, I will remember that if I change my actions, my thoughts will follow. Whoa. It's like this is something that's been repeated across the board. A lot of self-help books, a lot of people saying that. I'm sure there's some guy somewhere on the internet, you can buy his program for $6,000 and he's going to say that. Remember, if you change your actions, your thoughts will follow. But it's pretty funny because some people might actually say that. Change your thoughts and then your actions will change too. But this is like the opposite. Even if you're feeling bad, you have bad thoughts. If you act good, your bad thoughts might go away and good ones will follow. That's very cool. So to 5 viewers there listening, that's very interesting. What do you guys think? Trying to make some interaction here. But for me, it's like, even though I'm talking to myself here, it's good for me because it's just a reminder, right? Huh, Taylor? Can you respond to me? So it's like, no, in real life, I mean, you don't have to type it out. Oh. Yeah, yes, thanks. My wife in the comments. But it's good. I'll try to remember that. But I don't think I treat others badly that much. No.
You're a nice person.
Yeah, I'm a nice person, she says. That's why she married me. Oh, Jake Payton. Oh. Make sure you don't stand up too quick with your shirt. Right. Yeah. She has a pajama. But yeah, so Jake Payton. Have you ever noticed that? So somebody replied. I mean, I'm sure we can't really treat people the best all the time. So Jake, have you ever? Was there a moment where you treat somebody badly and actually it was because you were feeling bad? I don't know if you were there earlier when I was talking about this text here, but it's pretty much about like sometimes when we treat others badly or when other people treat us badly, it's just a reflection of how they feel inside, right? And usually you hear the thought that, oh, if you change your thoughts, you'll change your actions. But this is actually, it talks about the other way around. It says that if you change your actions if you're feeling bad, you've been treating people badly, if you start treating people good, even if you feel bad, you will change your thoughts and then your feelings will change for the better. Jake is saying that it's hard to do all the time. I just came in, brother. Yeah, so you just heard what I said. This is what the text is talking about. It's like I'll go here at the top here. It says we examine our actions, reactions, and motives, and we find that we've been doing better than we've been feeling. And then it talks about how like actions or actually can influence the way you feel. So if you're actually feeling bad, you might be treating other people badly. It will happen. But then if you catch yourself, you can take a little moment in time, and then you realize that. And even though you're feeling like shit, you make a little extra effort. You ask for some guidance. You make a little bit of extra effort. Then you start treating people good. You start treating yourself good. You start treating your environment good. And then you might just turn your day around for the better. So it's a pretty cool tool to apply. And I will make sure to apply it if I'm feeling bad. And sometimes when I'm feeling bad, I'm not necessarily like treating people badly, but I might be responding to my wife maybe more sharply, things like that, to people close to me, which is just her right now, pretty much, Jake is saying, I absolutely agree. I am experiencing that myself recently. You can elaborate on that if you want. That what's your experience lately? Actually, are you like just feeling bad, and then you're just your actions are not the same because of that? And sometimes it can just be like, if I'm feeling bad, I have more chances to actually act out on bad behaviors, which is like, or just harming myself, or like just try to numb myself with like whatever, right? I'm not doing drugs anymore, but maybe I can do other things, you know? Jake is saying, I have been making an effort to reach out to people more, and it is making me feel better about things. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the thing is, like, for me, how it is, I can talk about my own experience, is that if my thinking is the problem, and the only thing doing my thinking is my solo brain, well, if I'm trying to like fix things with my solo brain, I'm using the thing that's making me feel bad at the moment, right? So sometimes I do need to reach out to get some exterior help, exterior energy, in a different perspective, and just get out of that funk. You know, the funk. So that's a good way to do that, reaching out. And then the thing is, like that I see sometimes with like people who are depressed, is that they're so depressed. It's like they're too depressed to like ask for help or something. It's kind of a weird spot to be in, where you kind of like so depressed you don't even want to talk to people. It's like, it's almost like the depression entity got you and is keeping you there, and then it's keeping you from like reaching out to people. It's almost like, I heard somebody say, was kind of sad. He said like they feel like he feels like he doesn't deserve to feel good. I'm like, oh man, shouldn't feel like that. Shame, yes, you're right. You're right. Shame can do that. Dude, I had lots of shame in my active addiction with things that I did. You know, it's like not really things I did when I was high that was like where I looked stupid. Honestly, I have a lot of those too, and I'm ashamed. It's more like I'm ashamed that I hurt people, that I lied to people, that I deceived people. You know, that I said something and I did the opposite. That I lied, things like that, and then that feeling can actually maybe force someone to isolate themselves, and then in isolation, you just become worse. You know, isolation is like goes really hand in hand with addiction. Even if you use with other people all the time, because I like to use with other people more, you know, for specific purposes, I guess, selfishly. But you're still isolating yourself from the your normal world. I was isolating myself from my family, isolating myself from like the things I was doing normally, like training and things like that. And I was like in this bubble here. And then being away from like my real world for so long, I felt bad when I came back in it, and I feel like I deceived everyone, even though I was trying to like do better. I deceived everyone, so like the shame would carry me with me a little bit there, and it would be a tricky thing because sometimes I would be like, I would try to feel good, but I would feel like shit too much, and then would be so easy to go back to what I was doing before. Because it's like, oh, might as well just go back. I feel like shit anyway. Might as well just go back. It took a while, you know, but honestly, like the thing that would help me is I would be super honest with everyone on how bad I did, and then I would just try to work on my recovery and do the actions that are needed, and I wouldn't try to expect anybody to feel different for a while. And then eventually, I would get the people's trust back, and my friends would be happy that I'm doing good. My family would be happy that I'm doing good, and mostly my mom is the one I'm most contact with, but I'm sure my brothers were happy too. But oh, you've been there recently too? Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but like I said, there's always like a better days ahead. But sometimes I think what I did is that I would just focus on the actions, and I would not necessarily focus on how I feel too much or how other people see me, because there's a lot of times I would cheat and lie for like 6 months on a bender. I would stop drugs for 1 week and I'd be like, why does nobody trust me? Like, I'm good now, guys. I'm good now, guys. It's been like a week. And I think 6 months of like damage. 6 months of lying and not even being there. Like maybe my friends would have liked me to be there for them, and I wasn't even there for them, right? And now I come back and I expect them to just like accept me now, and now we trust you because you say you're good for a week. So I've been in that spot where I was like frustrated that people didn't believe me that I was good now. I understand them honestly. Like if I would look at my track record, it wasn't a good track record. So I had to be really patient. I had to be really honest. I had to be really willing to do the work. And I had to be open minded to try to do whatever it took to get better. Because for me, my problem was drugs, right? Drug addiction. I was willing to do anything to get my drugs, almost, right? So I should have the same willingness and the same open mindedness to try to get better. Try whatever it took. Like, do you want me to jump on one leg and sing a song in reverse so I could get better? I would have done it. Capriana is saying, Magnifico man on the right, move, love you. All right, Capriana. Thank you. Thank you for the sword, the crown, and the heart. But yeah, so if any of you guys are struggling right now, there's a way out. But the thing is, Jake was on the right path when he was reaching out, because what I can't do alone, I can surely do together, right? If let's say if I need to put a wall up or something on a shed, I can't do it by myself. If I get two more guys to hold the wall up for me while I put some nails in the thing, now we got something going on. Something's being built. And I think recovery and just feeling good and just building your life for the better. Sometimes we do need the team of people, and the best people for me that help me with my recovery in the past and still now to this day is people that went through the same thing as I did. Like, I went to 5 rehabs, right? 5 drug rehabs, and some of them were like. All the counselors were addicts in recovery, which means that at some point in time they were addicted to drugs really bad, that their whole life was like in shambles, and then they got better, and now these people are helping other recovering addicts and other addicts to like get clean and stay clean. And I was like, yeah, when you say something, I believe you because you went through the shit. You went through hell like I'm going through hell right now. So how did you do it? And then whatever they would say, I had more weight. Every word they said had more weight because they went through it for real. And then I had another rehab where some of the counselors just went to school. So you're telling me that you can still drink on the weekend? And you just went to school and you read some books and you think you know how to get clean? Okay, maybe you have some knowledge, but they didn't know how it feels. They have no idea how it felt, how I felt. The recovering addict who went through it knows exactly how I feel right now, right? So that person, I will listen to it more. So when I'm reaching out to get help regarding my recovery, I reach out to people that went through it. So those are the best people. This is why the 12-step meetings are so good. 12 Steps Aside is just a group of people with the same goal, to stay clean, get clean. So for example, if I want to, let's say I want to learn how to play guitar. All right? And I have the choice of hanging out with people who code. They're on a computer. They do websites. Like they just code websites and they build they're website designers. And I have the choice. Either I'm going to hang out with 5 website designers to learn guitar, or I'm going to go hang out with 5 guitarists who play guitar. Obviously, I'm going to choose to hang out with 5 musicians. So this is the same thing. If somebody's depressed and they don't want to be depressed anymore, how about they hang out with 5 people who are overcoming depression? It's very simple. This is what the 12 steps are. It's just a group of people helping each other stay clean by sharing how they are staying clean and what they are going through. And then everybody was like, yeah, I relate to what you're saying. This is why I'm having this stream right now. It's just to help people who are going through something. Mental health, addiction, any type of struggles. So this is why this stream is live and why I've been rambling for 32 minutes almost. But if any of you guys have any questions, now is the time. We do a little Q&A here. If people have questions right now, we'll do a little Q&A and then we're gonna shut it down for the night. Jake says a lot of people can appreciate your message. Yeah, I think so. Because the thing with me, like for example, if I was like in the midst of my addiction, or when I was like trying to get better, and I was like a few weeks early clean, only a few weeks clean and stuff, still fragile. The obsession was not too far away. One little mistake, one little week that like I've been off could be very dangerous, and I could go back and have a relapse. Well, if I saw somebody online, with some following, with some notoriety, not saying I'm anybody special, but I have a YouTube channel with some subscribers, right? This is, I guess, there's that at least. If I would see somebody like that I looked up to a little bit, and they would be sharing about something I'm going through, I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to listen. So I know what I'm saying can help people. So I'm doing that for that reason, but also because it also helps myself. What closes the loop of recovery is actually sharing the message to the still suffering. So it's actually helping me, right? So if any of you guys have some questions right now regarding mental health, drug addiction, depression, any type of addiction, I can maybe tell you about my own experience, and maybe that can help. So I'm going to remove this thing from the screen. Boink. Oh, one sec. Boink. There we go. I don't think you'll relapse now that you're a father. I also was very happy to hear the news. Congrats. No, I won't. The thing is, like with relapse, how I see it is like today. I'm not going to relapse today. No chance at all. Right? Right now it's like 10:15 p.m. Go to bed in 2 hours or whatever. No way in hell I'm going to go out of my house and do that. My son needs me. My wife needs me. My life is, I don't want to run away from my life anyway. I don't want to run from my life. I go to the gym. I miss my son. I miss my wife. I want to go back home and be with them. I want to work for them. I want to do things for them. I want to be clean. I want to be clean for them. So yeah, you're right. It does help. Major big purpose, extra purpose now. And I can do that for today, right? I'm not even thinking about tomorrow. And then when I wake up tomorrow, I'll wake up around 6:30 with my son, making little cuckoo noises. He's of his 10 months yesterday. And I'm going to be like, no way I'm relapsing today either. Fuck that. I don't want to run away from my life. So I've actually built a life for myself that I don't want to run away from. But I wasn't always there, obviously, because in the past I ran away from it. But so you're right, it does help. It's like the more I stay clean, the more I want to stay clean, because my life is doing good. But there might be challenges in the future too, right? Who knows? The future is unknown. But I have faith that if today I'm doing the right thing, tomorrow I'll have the best outcome for myself. It's like I'm building. It's like the momentum I'm building. Momentum is real. It's like when you're dieting, in prep. It's like it's so much easier to not cheat on your diet if you had like a lot of days in a row that you've done really, really well, that you follow the plan. It's like it's very much possible to like not cheat at all when you've done, because the more days in a row you have, it's like the habit is even more stronger. This is why addiction was so like got me so hard. If I did drugs one day and really liked it, did it all day long, and then the next day I'm gonna want to do it again, and then with the reward system that's like instant reward, I got addicted real quick. But the other way around, you can build really good habits that are ingrained in your brain. It just takes a little bit more work, but it will help you if you do these things every day. And these things can be anything, like working out is good for you. Working out is good for your recovery too, right? It's good for your mental health and well-being. Eating good is good, and doing self-care stuff, maybe like reading good books and stuff about mental health and things like that can help. Whatever it is, I guess. So we should all have like some type of like recovery program, spiritual program that we follow, honestly. Because there's the body, there's the mind, there's the spiritual too. And this could be like, this is different for everyone, right? Some people they believe in their religion, Christianity, also like Islam or whatever it is. Everybody has their own religion that can help them. But as long as you find something that helps you, this is all that I care about. Jake is saying, when we had our first child, a lady at the hospital told me that these would be the best days of my life, and I didn't understand until my son was almost 1. I'm positive. Dude, I totally believe. Yes. Like, I knew that, I heard that people say, oh, when are you going to have a child? It's going to change your life. I was like, yeah, I can see that. Like I could on paper see that and understand. Yeah, it would change your life. I didn't expect all the good feelings like that. It's like there's I would never want to go. I don't want to be anything else but a father to my son and a husband to my wife. It's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. Like, I look at this guy and it's just like the best thing ever. It's like, oh, I'm like, oh, this is why we're alive. This is the whole purpose of the whole thing. Even biologically, we are made to reproduce, right? It's just like so ingrained in ourselves, and it's like, wait, so my wife is my best friend, and I'm making a little clone that's like half of us, and this little thing, like, it's just like the cutest thing ever. It's like, it's just the best thing ever, and then that little guy is becoming a person. It's crazy. Yeah, it is magic. Yeah, it's the best. So I'm happy to hear that you also think like that. It's great. And the thing is, like, even on a bad day, even if I'm feeling bad or whatever, and I look at him smiling and stuff, it's like, it makes just your day better. Even if you're having a shit day with, because obviously, like my son is 10 months. It demands a lot of attention from me and my wife. My wife is working, a lot with taking care of the baby, but it's like sometimes we're just tired, right? And then it's like we look at the kid like he's so cute. It's like it's like it's a really good system. It's like you feel like crap, tired, all this stuff, and then you look at him. It's like, oh, this is totally worth it, totally worth it. Yeah. So for me, it's like of course, any day that I would feel like I want to do drugs, I just recenter myself and I just tell myself, if I just like go home right now, it's going to be the best. So, because a lot of times I think about drugs when I'm driving, because I'm driving around towns, a bunch of bums around doing drugs and stuff, and even in front of my house, people are smoking meth and stuff. So it's like I see it, in the city, downtown, you see it. So I do think about it when I'm driving. But then I tell myself, oh, I'm just gonna wait. I want to go home and then just hold my son, firstborn son, holding my hand up high. This he's almost 3 feet tall already. He's hilarious. Like, he's gonna be a little monster. He's gonna outgrow me, and he's gonna be smarter too. I hope so. He's gonna be kind because of the wife and me. It's gonna be the best. It's pretty much like you do your best to try to make this like perfect human. And what's gonna happen? Because my dad wasn't there, right, and wasn't there as much as with Juan. Obviously, he had his own thing to go through, and it's like what's gonna happen with this child where both parents love him and are present? He's gonna be unstoppable. Um, I vote you have a couple more. Yes, three more is the goal. Honestly, I would like three boys and then a girl. So all the three boys, all the 6'4" little killing machines are gonna protect the little girl, which I don't even know if she's gonna be little, honestly, because she's 5'10", I'm 6. Our baby's about to outgrow both of us with the growth curve and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. The only thing that I'm wondering, okay, once like all of my kids are teenagers, I only have one now, but once he becomes a teenager and I have more teenagers, the food bill. I'm gonna need a side job, another side job, another sponsor, another business, just to feed these kids. It's gonna be insane. Because I remember me and my brother, right? My brother JC, Sam, my brother Sam. Well, my mom was still young, so he wasn't eating that much. But me and JC, 3 years apart, he's actually taller than me and bigger than me. If it would have a box of cereal, the box would be gone in a day or two. Milk, 2 liters a day or more. It's like that's just two teenagers. Like a box of cookies, half the cookies are gone in 2 days or more, right? We could crush like a rows of Oreos back when teenagers crush rows of Oreos. It was normal. But oh, Capriana, swords, crown. Always remember your real friends and family never divorce you. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you can divorce from your friends technically. You just stop talking to them and stuff. But family, yeah, always bounded by blood. Bounded by blood. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Hope you guys are doing good. Jake, I hope you're feeling a little bit better now than earlier, if that's possible. Capriana, I like your enthusiasm. I don't know if you're a woman or a man. Try to see what your image is there. Is that a dog? Those are cats. You might be a woman. Capriana sounds like it's a woman's name. But thanks. Shout out to you. All right. Well, what am I going to do now? Maybe eat and play some music? I don't know. But you guys have a good day. All right? Take care of yourselves.